Assalamualaikum and hi everyone. My name is Muhammad Irfan bin Muhammad Noor and this is my individual portfolio for PEC200 communication skills. Activity 1. Trip to my friend's wedding in Setiu, Terengganu. This trip had us use a lot of communication skills as it was one of the longest trip we have done. Even before we start our journey, we agreed to meet up at the nearest gas station for a final briefing before starting the journey. Though the trip was long and tiring, we had a system on which every R&R station we would change drivers to let the previous one rest if needed. We also keep constant communication between the convoy cars to update any needs. The round trip went on for 2 days and 1 night. There, we even had to communicate more due to the last-minute change of plans where we had to rest, get ready, prep the groom and send him to the wedding hall all within 4 hours after arrival. It was hectic and we were very pressured by the limited amount of time, but with clear communication, we were able to overcome the obstacles. The next day, we went to visit some popular tourist sites and food before going back to Shah Alam. Activity 2. Bachelor Trip to Cameron Highlands. This trip highlights one of the most important communication skill during a trip. Due to the high volume of vehicle on the road, in addition to the very curvy roads, the drivers tend to get sleepy very easily. In order to prevent any unwanted incidents and to ensure safety, the drivers and passengers have to constantly communicate verbally and non-verbally to signal if one of them is sleepy, especially the drivers. Other than that, we also did a lot of discussions prior and during the trip for passengers' arrangements, items and equipment, as well as emergency supplies as we were a little bit far from any town. During the trip, every activity done were discussed and tasks were divided among ourselves to ensure the best result was achieved. Activity 3. Glamping Trip to Seremban. This was my first trip which we planned a lot of activities such as ping pong, volleyball, ATV, archery, barbecue and many more. After our arrival, we had a briefing from the staff and among ourselves to avoid any disturbance and undesired incidents from happening. Most of our activities there requires us to use communication skills, especially while playing sports and grilling the barbecue. As it happened, two of my friends and I were responsible for handling barbecue. All three of us had to communicate smoothly within the cooking duration to make sure the food is as perfect as they could be. Our schedule there was also very much discussed and arranged carefully so that we have enough time to execute every agenda that we have planned. Activity 4 Book Review Session in Class. This activity was held in one of my TCM subject class, which we were instructed to review a book and a quote in life cultivation. This activity was a challenge for me as the book that I chose is closely related to my religion. So I had to carefully choose my words so that I won't be misunderstood and hurt anyone's feelings. I was also presenting in front of many China students, which not all of them are very much proficient in English. So I had to simplify my use of English language so that they are able to understand me better. Overall, I was really happy that my presentation was understood clearly and my messages were delivered successfully. Thank you for watching.